someone's truck being towed turned into some Grand Theft Auto 6 footage in real life. This gentleman immediately got himself 5 stars after losing his temper with his truck being towed, and it was chaotic. I was gonna wait for him to get caught before talking about this, because I wanted to hear what he had to say about all of this hoopla. Like, I don't know why in my stupid little tiny reptile brain, I was under the impression that he'd give some kind of press conference about it. Like, listen, I may have blown a gasket, I was a little off my gourd with this one, and then go into detail about what he thought he would accomplish with this. But obviously, that's not going to happen, and somehow he still hasn't been caught, despite him being captured on 3 separate videos, all of which we're going to go over. We have damn near a 360-degree video that we can put together of this Grand Theft Auto moment. It's fucking incredible here.
Get that fucking truck down. I'm warning you, motherfucker. Get the fuck away from this truck. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
His precious truck has now become his battering ram. It's like the scene out of Fast and Furious 5 with the vault trailing behind Dominic Toretto and Paul Walker. This dude is just annihilating the entire city block with his precious truck that he went to such lengths to try and protect. Now he's just racking up crimes here like he's trying to catch them all like Pokemon. So he is hitting every single parked car in the vicinity. His truck has definitely seen better days. He is destroying not only his property, but everyone's property around there. It kind of reminds me of Killdozer from many years ago, where that guy got really upset and then decided to modify a bulldozer, basically turning it into a fucking Gundam. He put like giant cement walls on it, turned it into an armored vehicle, and just went on a rampage causing carnage. This guy's kind of doing the same thing here. He's like a diet inbred Killdozer here with the tow truck.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck?
He just potato sacked his own truck here. It's like Super Mario 64
Did he drop
where
it?
you swing Bowser around. He just did that with his truck. It unhooked and just flew right off, and then the guy just continues to make a getaway in the tow truck. So fundamentally what happened is, his truck was being towed. He then steals the tow truck to try and keep his truck. He loses his truck in the process and totals it as well, and then just steals the tow truck. And that's the entire series of events. He's now committed multiple crimes. What a fucking lunatic. Also, the sound that it made when the truck fell off, it was like a bomb going off in there. Speaking of a bomb going off, if you want a flavor bomb in your mouth, get some goof juice. Gamersubs.gg/moist. There's a special going on right now. If you use code MOIST, you get free shipping on any order anywhere in the world.
You can't put your hand on that man.
I opened this window. What's up? Yo! Oh, that dude is nuts. Yo!
Bro! Oh my god!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What the fuck?
Here's a different vantage point here. So now we're looking down on the action here. We got the top-down camera from the Jumbotron. So you can see this from an eagle-eye perspective. When you see it from up here, you can see that he hits every single car down that line. So since the door's hanging off, it's hitting every single mirror. And in the next video, you're going to see he basically erases every mirror. It goes through that like a sports player coming out of the tunnel giving fans high fives on the way through. That is his car door to every mirror there, just slapping them. It's impressive how much damage he was able to cause in such a short period of time. Now, I get being upset about having your car towed. last time I got towed, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And it ended up with me at the tow truck company looking like a bumbling fucking moron, where I was so all over the place from the headache of trying to figure out which of the 50 different tow truck companies towed my vehicle, because there was no indication on which one it could have been. So it was a big game of cat and mouse. It was frustrating. I get there and I asked them if they have my keys. And the guy looked at me like I was some kind of extraterrestrial. He said, "What do you mean, do we have your keys? No, you should have your keys. Like, we didn't drive your car away, dummy. You should still have those. We towed it." And it didn't register with me. I was like, "What do you mean you don't have my keys? Who took my keys then?" Like, I couldn't process it. So eventually I pieced it together. And then when I was signing the paperwork, he needed the license. And when I pulled the license out of my wallet, I had lost control of it, and I ended up flicking it like Gambit, flicking one of his cards as a weapon at the guy. So I ended up like throwing my license at this dude. He probably took it as extremely disrespectful, but it was an accident. It's not like I was mad at them. They're just doing their job. It was just like a really frustrating series of events. And I have no doubt that guy probably thought I was drunk driving that car out of there. But yeah, the point I'm making is I would rather go through that experience 1,000 times before I would ever think to do what this absolute fucking imbecile did here.
Dude, put my fucking truck down now. Put this fucking truck down. Get the fuck out of it. Get down, you motherfucker. Put the truck down. Put the truck down.
We get such a clear look at Skinny Goldberg here. So he's rolling up, bald as shit, angry as shit, and he starts to tussle with the guy towing his truck. Apparently what was happening before this is he was actually in the truck while it was being towed, and he started spinning his tires on it, so he was immediately escalating everything here, and then it culminates to him obviously stealing the tow truck. It was a bad day to be a side mirror. That was an apocalypse for side mirrors. There was only one survivor that I could count before he like whipped it into the other vehicles there. And then of course he just tosses it to the side right there.
What the fuck?
Over. And he doesn't stop or anything. He just keeps going. I wonder if he even knew that he had lost his truck back there. He was probably so angry and fuming that he didn't even register that he just left his truck behind. The whole reason for his crime spree. What's baffling to me is this guy has not been arrested yet. So, according to NYPD, there have been no developments since the incident, but they did say that the fleeing maniac hit a car that had someone in it, and that person ended up at a medical center. Like, they know who this guy is. The failure to make an arrest is stunning. This is coming from the article, and I agree with whoever's writing the article here that it is stunning he's not arrested for this. The truck that was being towed has a long record of violations, 13 school zone speed camera violations, as well as multiple parking tickets, and owes $1,313 in fines.
Dang.
And subject to towing because it had more than 350 in unpaid tickets. I just don't understand why they're not doing anything about this. He is a menace, and they know exactly who he is, and they're not doing anything. Why? But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it. See ya. Staying on theme of horrible drivers making terrible decisions, yesterday I talked about the lady who wouldn't stop texting and driving and then crashed the rented vehicle. Today I want to talk about Jeffrey, the boy wonder who won't stop drinking and driving.
Did you just get into an accident? No, I need to stay over here. No, you can't go back in your car right now.
Still holding it, by the way.
Can't go in your car. Nope.
No.
No, you can't. You're just in an accident. Nope.
When I saw this Midwest safety clip for the first like 2 seconds, I thought for a second that it was Jokic. I thought he went from buckets to brewskis here. It turns out it is a gentle sir named Jeffrey. And the way he is holding that case of beer, it's like a precious artifact to him. He's holding it like a running back holds a football. Now Jeffrey's already been in one accident here. His car is smoking, and now he's got a brand new case of beer because he's ready to really get this farty sharded. He very much already seems sloshed, and an officer's like, "Don't get into the car, Jeffrey. You've been in an accident. You can't do that." And he's like, "No, I'm good. I'm getting in the car. You can't stop me. This is my beer and this is my car. You do the math."
I can't go. Nope. Do not go.
You do
Get
the
out
math.
of your car. Get out of your car, sir.
No.
Get out of your car.
No.
You're being detained. I need you to get out of your car. Get out of your car. Get out of your car.
No.
To a different car. Stop recording.
The suspect is able to turn the officer's body camera off. When the officer is able to reactivate her body camera, the
will
suspect
not
has
get out of
violently
the
backed up and then takes
car.
off, prompting the officer to initiate a pursuit.
I don't know if this was a calculated move from Jeffrey here. Maybe he's a high-tech hacker and just went into the mainframe here, scrubbing the body camera footage, getting rid of the evidence. Or if he was just, like, fighting back and just started, like, poking at the body camera and happened to turn it off. But regardless, the footage is gone from the archives here, and he was able to punch it in reverse and then just
how about
peel
no?
out. So then it was time for a moderate speed pursuit.
Just 1 minute before this interaction, another officer in the area is interviewing the victim, whose vehicle was hit by the same suspect just minutes earlier.
They're pursuing southbound on Abbey. There's 3 Sheffield. I'm just staying back, blocking traffic. Slow speeds, 30 miles an hour. Almost hit one of the units. Continue.
Get out of here.
Most of this chase happens at approximately 30 miles per hour, so my little game theory here is that he activated cruise control and just started fucking
Dumbass!
those voodoo rangers in the passenger seats. This man was probably butt chugging as much as he could, knowing full well this was probably the last time he'd have the chance to do that for a while.
Possibly .19, speeds are 32. Alright, we're calling up the Gulf.
A big sigh from the officer here. So you can see Jeffrey's not exactly staying in the lane. He is swerving all over the place, dreadfully. The man is hammered, and he is only continuing to get more and more inebriated, because you'll see here towards the end, he is actively drinking during the chase. Like, I don't even think he recognizes that he's being chased. I really think in his world, he's right now in like the fucking battle bus partying.
Gulf. Speeds 32. Coming up to Antoinette. He's all over the road, definitely .19, I'd say.
He comes dangerously close to head-on collisions with cars multiple times. I can only imagine what it was like to see this unfolding as you're just like driving home at night, and there's this fucking lunatic just going like this with the steering wheel coming right at you. That must be terrifying. Also, I tell you what, those mailbox must have been sweating seeing this douchebag coming through. The amount of times he gets close to kissing those mailboxes is astounding. He is like right next to them, shaving them with his car so many times on this chase here.
Still northbound, passing Hemlock. Speeds are 29. We're passing Hemlock, speeds are 30. Alright, he's getting on, going the wrong way on 90 here. We're going the wrong way.
After a slow stroll around the area, taking us on a bit of a tour, he finally decides to just go the wrong way on the highway, and that's when the officers decide, we've got to do something about this. Now it's even more dangerous, so now they're readying the pit maneuver.
Fuck!
If you can, be very careful on this.
Dark Dragoon is a bitch and a half. No! Just gonna not.
After some bumping and grinding, they do get him to drive into a ditch. I guess it's not really a pit maneuver. They're looking more just to like bump him off the road to get him away from the cars, it seems, and get like a, I don't know, maybe like box him in or something. Because they didn't really go for like the big time pit maneuver where they swing out wide and fucking blast the butt cheeks on the car or anything. It was more so like they were almost kind of like shielding the road from this car, like trying to just like grind him off to the side, which eventually does work.
I already invested in a ditch, and I'm gonna need sugar for my car. Get on the ground, no! Put your hands behind your back right now, you're gonna get tased again! Don't f***ing move, you understand?
I think he's dead.
I can't stand up! Go! Stand up.
I can't stand up.
Why not? Stand the f*** up. I cannot stand up!
Slim Shady goes on about how he can't stand up here after they've tased him, so he
I get that joke,
crashes
voice
his car into
critical.
the ditch, and then he immediately tries to run through the forest there. He does not get far. I don't think he knows where he is. So this man was probably just like running into like a tree like an NPC stuck on a wall. He actually only made it like maybe a foot or two, despite bailing out of his car pretty early.
Okay, so Katya, you're driving, you drove down the ditch? You mother... Come on, brother. Nah, bro. Nah. Listen, you guys are nothing.
Why am I stupid?
You guys are nothing. I live in America. I live in America. So do we. Well, so do we, yeah, right? So do we. I live in America, You gotta stop drinking, Jeff. No, I live in America just as you do. You gotta stop Just drinking. As you do. What if I leave this damn forsaken country, bro? Okay. Best of luck to you. Wish you nothing but the best.
Now that was hard from Jeffrey right there. I live in America. What if I left this country, huh? I don't know what he was expecting the response to be like. No, wait, Jeff, don't make that threat. Don't leave. America needs you, Jeff. You're a hero. You're a real patriot. But no, Jeff, you can't leave. Don't say things you're gonna regret. We can't lose you, Jeff. Who's gonna drink all our Voodoo Rangers? I recognize Jeffrey is completely gone right now, but I find it fascinating how common this dialogue option is with drunk drivers. I have seen this exact statement from so many other drunk drivers in these body cams and shit.
He's right.
Where they all go like, I live in America. I'm an American, goddammit. You're infringing on my rights. Wait, I thought this was a free country. Since when can I not drink beer while driving the wrong way on the highway? What? This country's gone to the birds. This is ridiculous.
Hey, sit back, man. Do you want to go to the hospital or do you want to go to jail? Hospital. That's where we're going, but if you act like this, you go to jail. You'll go to jail.
Jeff, stop. Relax.
We'll be there in probably approximately 10 minutes.
An officer finds open alcohol cans in the suspect's vehicle.
Got 2 open Voodoo Rangers.
This happens to be the exact same brand of beer the suspect was holding a case of at the beginning of this incident, indicating he was likely drinking multiple cans of beer during the vehicle pursuit.
In the ambulance, he kept like lunging forward as if he was trying to jump scare officers or something, like it was Five Nights at Freddy's. And then eventually they concluded with like a little high five. He's like, okay, high five. Give me some skin. So anyway, they find some open Voodoo Rangers in his car, which is the same case he had in the very beginning of the video. I think we've got some real strong evidence to prove that he was probably drunk driving here, I would say. I think that one's kind of locked in.
I didn't do that.
He's been charged with quite a few things. I don't think he's been sentenced or anything yet. But yeah, Jeffrey, not good, man. A big frown from me on this one, brother. Drunk driving, little PSA. Don't do it. Not good. That's about it. So yeah. It's not your birthday, or if it is, I wasn't invited to your party, but I brought you a surprise anyway. A trashy streamer who hit a pedestrian whilst driving distracted and most likely high out of her mind. And she's not a Kick streamer. I know, right? Kick right now is probably just wiping sweat from their brow like, whew, finally. A crime that was streamed that wasn't on our platform, pumping their fist in the office, shaking each other's hands like they won the Super Bowl. She is a YouTube streamer, so let the celebrations commence at Kick. The Gatorade showers are probably in full effect over there. She streams on YouTube, and from what I can tell, and I've only gone through like 3 of her streams, her entire streams revolve around how degenerate she is. She's usually very fucking high. According to the community that watches her, she does meth pretty often before driving. She's always on her phone while driving. It's where all of her content takes place, so she's always looking at chat, getting donations, very distracted driving. And she also had an incident where she was doing Spark deliveries and giving groceries to a customer, and her dog is in the back seat with all of these groceries and ends up peeing on the chips and taking a shit on the other groceries with an entire worm that pops out of its ass like it's a scene out of Ozzy and Drix. And how does she respond to that? She wipes the worm off of the groceries and then still delivers them to the customer who had no idea. I'm going to show you both of these clips here. I'm going to start with where she hit a pedestrian yesterday.
Well, he does hear those voices. They're not fake, but I wonder Oh my god, are you okay? No. I didn't see her. Why are you not looking? I was looking. I didn't see you. What the fuck? I'm telling you, I did not see you. Okay. What the fuck? Just tell me how I can help. Well, I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Drive off, bitch! Drive
Oh
off!
God,
You gotta drive off!
I don't know what just happened, but it wasn't good.
What do you mean you don't
What do you
know
mean
what
you
just
don't know what happened?
Are your eyes lagging? Is this a latency problem? Like the ping's too bad so your eyes haven't caught up with what's going on here? Is your brain stuck in Narnia? You just hit a human being because you're too fucking busy talking to your stream. You're not paying attention to the road. What's actually surprising here is this is one of the few times in all the clips I've seen where she actually is looking forward as opposed to like looking elsewhere and looking at her phone, and yet somehow she still doesn't see that there's people in front of her and she hits one, and then I guess still can't make heads or tails of what just happened. It's craziness. You are distracted and driving. It's a recipe for disaster. Luckily she didn't kill this person, I don't think. Now she has been arrested in the past, but this I don't think she's faced anything from yet, because she still is streaming, like even after this incident, and she has changed nothing about her stream.
I plan on it. Can I park? Alright guys, here's your content for the day.
Ah yes, the content of hitting a pedestrian. Top shelf shit. Thanks for delivering that. She's a menace. She is a danger to everyone around her. She should not be allowed to drive. Period. Full stop. From everything I've seen, she is not safe to be on the road. And she is certainly not safe to be doing fucking grocery deliveries.
Son, I'm crying. Son, I'm actually crying. That's bad, dude. That's bad.
The worm that came out of the dog's ass has nothing on the worms that infest this lady's brain. A normal person would have seen what happened. It's not like she didn't know what happened. She literally cleaned off a fucking worm from the groceries. And they would have canceled the order. Because there's a level of decency with people where they wouldn't want to just fucking poison a stranger here, I don't think. At least, I'd like to believe that. But she's built a little different. She's constructed in an unorthodox manner. After wiping the worm from the groceries,
bitch,
she
you're
believed
gonna
that everything was A-okay and primed for delivery.
Fuck out of here.
No mention at all to the customer about all the piss and shit on the groceries. Like, at the very least, you could say, like, hey, so my dog's in the car, and he kind of had, like, a field day with his bowels on your food, also his bladder. Just want to give you a fair warning in case you don't want to consume dog piss and shit. Just thought you should be aware of it. But no, she's like, hey, here's your groceries. Hey, have a good day. Bye-bye. Make sure to leave 5 stars. Appreciated. And then goes right back into her car to continue the stream. That is so foul and filthy, and it's criminal. Like, you can't contaminate people's food and not, like, at least warn them about the potential outbreak. Like, we could be dealing with, like, the goddamn T-virus that spawns from this when the lady eats the piss and shit-covered groceries. Like, it's so gross. It's so disgusting. Even the dog looks out the window and is probably just revolted, like, oh, jeez. Yoo-hoo, pardon. oh goodness, she's not going to deliver those groceries. I just shat on them. That would be so foul. Oh my God, she's doing it. No, oh please, Jinkies, Jiminy Christmas, my God, my owner's a fucking Neanderthal. She's a goddamn idiot. Like even the dog is looking out the window concerned. And to be honest, I'm concerned for the dog. The dog doesn't seem to be in great health if it's pooping worms in the car. Like I'm worried for that dog now.
Abby always wins sent $2. Can we talk about how Abby dropped the deuce on their groceries? She peed on chips. Is she okay? I think she needs to go out. Poop, 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 poop. Dog, 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 dog.
The chatters are also concerned about the dog after seeing that. And yet there's no mention at all about the customer who is going to unknowingly consume the dump doomsday that was just produced on top of their food. But luckily, this streamer does have an answer to go ahead and calm everyone's fears about the food being ruined. I mean, it's just piss and shit. That doesn't ruin food, which she helps us understand.
So Abigail went out like 3 times today, and she hasn't pooped. She's peed. Once at the vet, once before that, and then the nighttime, like 2 in bag. It was not on anything else I checked. I removed it. All is well. That's what bags are for, right? To protect.
Hey, pal.
You're fried.
You can't really wipe piss away unless you have sponge hands, which I don't think you do. And also, dog shit and worms on top of the grocery bags that the food is in. Like, there's no telling what made it through, especially since it sat there for a little bit before you came in there and apparently scraped it off. That's not exactly the optimal sanitization protocol. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit you with the cold water. You didn't get all of it. I promise you that much. But she clearly doesn't view it as a big deal, probably because she's smoking dog piss every day and then going live on YouTube here, which is just a danger to everyone around her. My heart breaks for anyone that gets a delivery done by this lady. That shit is probably rancid. Like, I bet everyone who... Like, you could probably, as an epidemiologist, track foodborne illness outbreaks relative to how many deliveries she's made in the area, and you'd find a pretty crazy correlation, would be my guess. Now, she has been arrested before in the past. I did a bit of a dive on her history. She is a very interesting specimen, to say the very least, but as of right now, I don't believe she's facing any legal repercussions from the delivering contaminated food to a customer or the hitting of a pedestrian. I don't see any updates on that, but those are still relatively new. So, I guess we'll see, but man, what an absolute trash bag of a person. This is some awful garbage here. So yeah, I had to talk about this a little bit. I was stunned when I saw these clips. That's it. So yeah. What do Waymo and food delivery robots have in common? They both love stranding themselves on train tracks, it appears. Within a very short period, like 2 weeks, I saw 2 different videos of a Waymo taking a passenger down train tracks, and then eventually the passenger had to flee because no one wants to get hit by a train. That is like some Final Destination level, you know, shenanigans there where the car is trying to take this guy out. And then just yesterday, apparently, a food delivery bot plopped itself down, slapped up on some train tracks, and just waited for it to end. And the train came through and sent him to the, you know, Valhalla, let him meet his maker. I don't know why AI robots and whatever are kind of addicted to getting hit by trains, but it is fascinating nonetheless. And also, since we were talking about AI on stream, chat made me aware of a new Amazon movie coming out that looks like complete dog shit. That's apparently all about AI and AI being used in crime prevention or something. I kind of got like Minority Report vibes, but if it was something that was sent straight to the VHS bin at Blockbuster back in the day. And it stars Chris Pratt, and it is directed by the guy who produced War of the Worlds for Amazon most recently, perhaps one of the worst films that's ever unfortunately been birthed. So, it was quite a little rabbit hole here, and I just want to show you the whole adventure because there is something very interesting about watching robots take themselves out, or at least the Waymo I don't think actually got hit by the train. I think it eventually got off the tracks. It had a change of heart. It saw the light at the end of the tunnel and said, you know what, life is worth living. But the delivery bot, It never had that eureka moment. It got annihilated. I want to know the marketing style of Highguard. All negative attention and stay quiet until launch. Comes out in a week and they still have not made a single statement or anything since Game Awards. It's pretty cool. They said, we'll let Highguard do all the talking. You hear about the Uber Eats robot that parked itself on some train tracks? That wasn't an Uber Eats robot. You're talking about the Waymo. Yeah, we watched that. Unless an Uber Eats bot did that too, but I'm pretty sure it was Waymo. No, it was a robot. It was in Florida. Oh, then it happened again? Interesting.
Right now at 3:30, a food delivery robot gets stuck on the Bright Line train tracks and is smashed. It was all
I just dodged
it.
No! I just dodged that. God, like, bro, I just fucking like dumbass. Son, this card is too overpowered.
Well, Caroline and G, so many of these food robots are able to get through busy intersections like this one in Fort Lauderdale. They're able to do it safely. But this particular robot stuck on the track that met its match, and it begs the question.
Unfortunate.
Has the technology behind some of these robots outpace public safety? Oh, it's gonna push it.
Then no one's going to save him?
A helpless food delivery robot.
Do something! He's just a boy now!
Unable to do anything for the little guy, bystanders can only
Fuck!
as the train crushes it.
Jesus
Whatever food was inside.
You just witnessed a murder and you're laughing! Someone's chicken tenders were in there, you dirty rat! Oh, fuck. I can't believe it.
Fuck! Good thing I have another one in my hand, you bitch!
And I mean, glad it's just a robot, but that
just a robot.
I think the robot should have gotten out of the way.
Side of the curb, fortunately for it, two people passing by stopped to save it, and with a pat on the back, sent it on its way.
I think sometimes these...
I bet that's the nicest fucking guy.
it's taking away jobs for others, delivery especially, delivery people.
It's not taking away jobs, it's giving jobs to a new species.
Delivered to you, so I think, you know, it has pros and cons just like everything else.
Ah! That was his first day on the job too. This is not a coincidence. First the Waymo, now this. Yeah, at least the Waymo was not as catastrophic. When the Waymo stranded itself on the train tracks, I don't even think it died. I think it survived. Let me see.
A scary situation for a Waymo passenger this week. After
Oh
a
yeah,
Waymo car
I forgot there was
was
someone
caught
in it.
on
Yeah.
camera driving down the light rail tracks.
Here comes the train.
The video taken by a bystander near Central and Southern Avenue shows the
Imagine being the
moment
passenger there and the
autonomous car
doors
stops
lock
on
and
the
you're stuck.
tracks just before an oncoming light rail,
Oh, get out, get out, get out.
causing the passenger to run out of the vehicle before the car continues to drive down the tracks near another train.
I actually felt a little sorry for the car. It had obviously sort of made a bad decision and got itself into a difficult place.
And
Yes, it did. Yeah, I remember this now. He has the chest hair trying to make a little surprise appearance pop out. Say hello. Yeah, the food delivery robot definitely got it worse. Much worse. The food place that sent
Negate
that
something, please.
robot...
So I can annihilate your field!
Oh, I see what you're saying. The food place sent that clip of the delivery bot getting smashed with a full refund. Gotcha. I'm assuming there's like an alert if your delivery bot gets obliterated. There'd probably be some kind of notice like, hey, your delivery driver was killed en route to your house. We've sent you a refund. I got a message my DoorDash driver got in an accident once. I felt personally responsible. Do they really send you those kind of messages? That'd be heartbreaking. Yeah, they do. Oh, I didn't know that was standard procedure. Fuck me, that's scary. Man, I'd feel fucking awful if that happened. I order like an acai bowl and get a message, hey, your delivery driver got blasted by a train. Would you like to replace that order? New monumental stinker movie incoming. Movie called Mercy coming out soon starring Chris Pratt. It's doing so bad in pre-sales it might not hit double digits. Mercy? From Amazon MGM Studios. This thumbnail looks wild right away. This has to be AI, right? Has to be. Man, is Chris Pratt even trying anymore? He's not even acting. He's just, like, literally doing a table read of his lines. I know a lot of people give him shit for some of his acting, whatever. I've always thought he'd just been, like, a pretty solid actor across the board, but this is bad. This is just, like, actually bad. This is directed by the producer of War of the Worlds. No. No, it can't be. Let me see. Timur Bekmambetov? Oh my god. Oh my god! Amazon's found their Nolan. Timur Bekmambetov. The producer of War of the Worlds and now the director of Mercy. This is it.
You bastard!
They've struck gold. Unfriended! Dark Web! Nice. God, that shit was terrible.
No!
Oh, he's a producer on Hardcore Henry. That movie was interesting. The First Unfriended! Nice.
No!
2.
Fuck.
What the fuck? What is Gorko? He's a producer on Linkin Park Powerless. Man, this guy produced fucking everything. Abraham Lincoln.
God damn!
Vampire Hunter. Kiko Riki. Team Invincible. Darkest Hour. Apollo 18. Does this guy just have like infinite money or something, so he just produces everything that floats across his desk? He directed Ben-Hur. Oh, jeepers. He directed Wanted? Wait, that movie's a classic. What happened? Did the Monstars sap away his directorial talent like the fucking basketball did to the NBA players? How do you go from Wanted to War of the Worlds? The passion's gone. I guess so. I mean, shit. Can't even be mad at him. If he's just getting a paycheck to produce shit like War of the Worlds, who gives a fuck? Might as well. I've used Uber and Lyft hundreds of times each, Uber more than Lyft, and I've never had a notably awful experience before. You know, I've never gotten into a car and felt unsafe. You know, I look at my driver and he's wearing like a trench coat and sharpening a hacksaw and then winks at me. I've never had like a really bad time with ride sharing. The only time it got wacky and weird was one time I took an Uber leaving the bar, and on the way home, I was convinced I was in the car with a prophet, like an angel. We were driving on the interstate, just two boys being dudes, and out of nowhere, the Uber driver pulls a prophecy out of his asshole. He said, "This guy's about to hit the median." And at first, I didn't know what he was talking about, and I thought it was like a riddle that I had to solve or something to get money off of the Uber rides. I was like, oh, the answer is at the time, you know? But then I realized he was talking about the car in front of us, obviously.
Why do you have two effect mailers?
I wasn't doing anything weird. We were behind them for a little while, like maybe a mile or two, and they weren't driving erratically or recklessly. They didn't look like
how do you have two?
And then
that's
nowhere,
fucking crazy.
Seconds after he said that, he like willed it into existence. The car swerved and scraped against the median and then tried to get back into the lane. Out of fucking nowhere. I was like, oh my god, we are living in a simulation. But yeah, that was my weirdest experience with Uber and ride sharing in general. But of course I've seen the horror stories, like the absolutely awful ones, and this is one of those. This is a pretty special one.
You know, I'm just trying to ask you to go to speed limit is all.
I'm saying I'm gonna go.
Oh.
No!
Okay. Okay.
Don't really know what's going on in her car here. She's created a little crime scene there. Like, stepping into this vehicle looks like you'd be stepping into your neighbor's shitty haunted house on Halloween. It's just really goofy looking.
Just give me a chance and I'll fucking murder you.
To be early Halloween decorations. She's got like a blow-up sex doll in the passenger seat. Or maybe it's there to like prevent her passengers from getting up front. Like, hey, you can't sit there. Clearly, this inflatable Mr. Krabs doll's taking that seat. So just get in the back, alright? You know, I don't even know what the fuck
I don't even know what to do anymore. I mean, I can do this.
I couldn't tell you, but it's pretty weird stuff. Now what happened is the passenger asked if they could roll down the window and drive the speed limit, which I think is a pretty reasonable request because this lady's out here driving like it's Grand Theft Auto 5. I was half expecting her to try and ramp this vehicle off of a parked tow truck. She's treating it like it's Fast and Furious universe and she's trying to catch Dominic Toretto. So it's not like the passenger's being an asshole or anything, just asking, hey, can you drive the speed limit so you don't kill both of us here? And that just
yeah, pussy. Yeah, pussy. Now you're about to get your fucking ass eaten.
On the e-brake and does
Watch this,
360.
bitch.
Suck on this, pussy fart. You can hear like this tire start screeching. She completely takes her eyes off the road, turns around and starts swiping at the camera like she's a kaiju, like Godzilla trying to knock over a building. And meanwhile, the passenger's laughing the entire time. The absolute fucking dick on this man, the fucking balls of pure adamantium to laugh through an experience like this is inspiring. They could have very easily died here. The driver went feral and totally forgot they were operating a vehicle. This could have ended up like the Billy Madison scene where O'Doyle Rules just fucking shoots their car off a cliff like a missile. And meanwhile, the whole time, the guy is just giggling about it.
All right. Well, you got to. Hey, you're gonna have to open that trunk. I'm not going anywhere until you open that trunk.
Unironically, she starts squealing. Literally squealing. This is what a small dog sounds like when it's trying to intimidate a larger dog, but it's also very afraid as well. It actually sounds like somebody stepped on a toad. It is shocking that a human being can make this noise with their vocal cords. This is what it sounds like to smoke 15 packs a day.
All right. Well, you got to. Hey, you're gonna have to open that trunk.
Sorry to hit you with the surprise instant replay on the Jumbotron. It's just I'm so impressed with her ability to hit this screeching note. This is the brown note. Like, hearing that makes a human being involuntarily shit themselves. This is such an abhorrent sound. It's like someone's recorder broke, but they still desperately tried to play hot cross buns on it.
Nope. You're gonna have to get my bag out of your car. I just want my bag, man. That's all I want is my bag. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm no Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but I'm pretty sure this is a highly illegal act here. You can't just pull over on a busy interstate and kick out the passenger, because they could easily just get hit by a car and die, and you're fully responsible for it. What a remarkably reckless decision from this asshole here. But credit where credit is due. She did slam him with a real humdinger, saying, fuck you and fuck your mom too. So she tossed in a your mom there, so she really got him. I was really hoping she'd double down and go for a D's nuts as well. Just be like, yeah, you can you get off at the D's exit and find another lift. D's nutties. Then she fucking peels out, drifts in there. But she handled herself like a professional, only sticking with a your mother statement as she launched his suitcase across the road.
Me too.
So she's running around barefoot like a hobbit, threatening an Uno reverse card, saying, well, I'm also filming everything, so that way we have two angles of how stupid I am and how reckless of a driver I am. I don't think there's any world or any multiverse out there where there's a single reality where what she was doing was justifiable. She was driving extremely fast and reckless. She turned around to swipe at the guy's phone while driving extremely fast. Tires screeching, and then pulling off to the side of the road to kick him out. Pretty hard to defend stuff, I'd say. As she blasts off back onto the road, she nearly clipped the van that was next to her because she tried to get back too early, and that would have been an absolute catastrophe. Her road rage almost got even more people hurt. Then she left this guy stranded. I'm assuming he was able to find his way back to civilization after being dropped off in the middle of fucking nowhere on the interstate. And yeah, I don't really think this is the best Lyft experience. I would imagine this is at the absolute least 2 stars, I would say. It has to be. Because this was not great. This was not, you know, spectacular service, I would argue. But at least he survived the trip. I was getting worried when she was driving the car and slamming backwards, screeching tires and shit. I thought that was just going to be the end of him. I thought we were looking at like some Blair Witch Project found footage kind of shit, but luckily everyone was okay. That's about it. So, yeah. Last night I went over a story on stream that I've been thinking about ever since. It's actually a pretty genius plan that unfortunately didn't pan out. A man in Colorado was pulled over on suspected intoxicated driving, and in order to escape the DUI, he hatched a pretty big-brain scheme. He switched places with his dog, who was in the passenger seat. So he put his dog in the driver's seat, and he scurried over to the passenger seat and tried to pretend that the dog was the one driving, not him. And I thought to myself,
He doesn't have any material, so...
If only he was better at, like, creative writing in high school or something, like, if he was able to pass the charisma check here, he might have been able to squeak this one out, you know? Officer pulls up to the window, and then maybe the guy makes a scene. He's like, "Oh, thank heavens, officer. You're an angel sent from above. This dog's granny shifting, not double clutching like he should. Lucky he didn't blow the welds off the intake. I'm glad you came over when you did, officer. Help me. I've been kidnapped by the corgi. Please put an end to his reign of terror. Lock him away and get me out of here." There's just a line where a plan becomes so stupid that it's actually brilliant. And that's what I think is on full display with this case. The only problem is they haven't released the footage from the situation. The guy apparently even took off on foot when all else failed. So I would have really liked to have seen this whole thing play out. Would have been a beautiful Looney Tunes moment, but they haven't released the video yet. So right now all we have is the story, which I'll show you the stream clips going over it. But I just really appreciate some creative plans like this. I have no respect for drunk drivers at all, so I hope this guy gets locked up and punished accordingly. But god damn it, I gotta be honest, I admire his dedication to a wacky idea. You know, by the Colorado man who swapped seats with his dog when he got pulled over for the DUI. I meant to look that up. It was in Colorado? Let's see. Did it work? Keep in mind, they called Isaac Newton crazy when he pitched gravity, so let's not be too quick to judge. Colorado driver tried to avoid DUI by switching seats with dog. Speeding driver who was pulled over in Colorado tried to switch seats with his dog in the passenger seat to evade arrest. Like, that's just a big brain scheme. Man was initially stopped for speeding at 52 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. He was intoxicated. Driver attempted to switch places with his dog as the SPD officer approached and watched the entire process. Is there body cam footage? I'd love to see it. Was it a smooth process? Did he almost get away with it except for these meddling kids? The man also claimed he was not driving in the vehicle and attempted to run away from police when he was asked about his alcohol consumption. He did not make it far. Police said the man, who's not been named, was arrested within 20 yards of the car and charged with driving under the influence, resisting arrest, and speeding. Well, what about the dog? Was the dog not slapped in handcuffs? He could have been the puppet master the whole time. Oh, here we go. As for his dogs, whom police did not name either, the animal was given to the driver's acquaintance to take care of while his owner serves his time in jail. The dog does not face any charges and was let go with a warning.
Hey!
They didn't even bother investigating. Hey, I wouldn't be so quick to write this off as impossible. I've seen dogs driving cars. And with the way people drive in Florida, I wouldn't be surprised if there are more dogs behind the wheel of vehicles than we give credit for. Yeah, like, just take a peek at this. It happens. They're learning. They're evolving. God, that's so cute. Holy shit. I really wish there was footage of this. I would love to see how this played out. Because an officer saw everything, which means his body cam must have picked it up, but that footage hasn't seen the light of day yet. Maybe the dog's lawyers are trying to suppress it. Get the fuck out of my face. Florida man arrested for throwing lunch meat at a cop. Okay.
Yes, and it's not your fault. I was arrested about 8 months ago.
What an aggressive shirt. Just a cat that says die. Man was really on a Redbubble binge. That is an interesting fashion statement. I wonder what the rest of his wardrobe looks like.
About 8 months ago.
All right, back up for me a little bit, please.
Okay. I was arrested 8 months ago, and I spent 18 months in prison, which was not fun. I'm so glad to be out. But anyways,
I'm so glad to be out.
Was this the same? Like, you got arrested 8 months ago and then spent 18 months in jail? Did they lock you in the hyperbolic time chamber? What happened? What kind of fucking time dilation happened there? Man got arrested on the outskirts of a black hole? Interesting. This is already a fascinating plot.
I'm suing the Volusia County Sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm suing. This is all with my lawyer. It's currently underway.
What's your question?
The lawyer's coming? Why?
If I sue the Port Orange Police Department and they give me $250,000,
that's a good payday.
Free, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll have to talk to my accountant about that.
Okay. I'm here because
is she on her way?
An employee in the smoke shop right here behind me says that you've been coming in and out and bothering her and the customers.
No. When she set my stuff outside there.
What stuff?
I have $2,000 worth of merchandise that she's holding.
What?
She said that she rung my stuff up for you and you never bought it. Okay.
Go ask her.
Why? Wait.
Okay.
Come over here and I'll kick your father.
Oh, wow! I paused at a very deadly frame there. Luckily, I stopped when I did. Otherwise, we wouldn't have even known he threw a kick. It was so fast. We just see its after image. How did that escalate so drastically? What happened? Good lord, though. Did he hit a whippet and I wasn't looking? Yeah, he's definitely on some shit. I have $2,000 worth of merchandise. Go ask her. Okay. You motherfucker. Put him up. It's time we get pugilistic.
Okay.
You think I can't do it? I know.
Don't want to do
black
this.
belt in karate, and a black belt in judo.
You understand your trespass?
Okay, you don't want to mess with this guy.
I'll take your gun and walkie-talkie.
Okay.
And I'll drive off in your patrol car.
Why would you do
You
that?
understand your trespass from the store, correct?
Yes, I understand you, mother.
Okay.
Now get that out of my face.
I'm 12 feet away from you, not in your face at all.
No, the deli meat.
Okay.
He's sniping him with the cold cuts. Oh, Jesus Christ. You went too far when you brought out the hickory smoked turkey. He's also a black belt in handcuff escape magic. And arrest the sandwich as well.
Arrest the sandwich.
I'm suing you for $1 million.
Well, okay. He might have a case on his hands here. I don't think the lunch meat hit him. He dodged it. Man, I don't know what possesses a man to waste deli meat like that, but god damn it. Fallen soldier. This guy's team of lawyers is going to have a field day with this officer. True, one of them's on the way here, apparently. He's clearly a junkie. Well, I mean, we don't have a whole lot to go on, but he's definitely on something here for this video. No shot. I don't think he's sober. I mean, he does have a little quirk to him. He's got that pep in his step. He immediately was ready to throw down. What makes you mad more than anything in the world? What gets under your skin and just ticks you off? I know that this is an iconic question.
You're fried, son. There's like no way you're making it out of this.
But it applies to what I want to talk about today. Because for one unhinged psychopath, the answer to this question was so baffling, he ends up throwing his life away for something extremely insignificant.
There's no out of this. You can't come back.
Shit that doesn't matter, whether it's, you know, getting killed in a video game that you think is the result of lag, or maybe someone gives you some goofy eyeballs and you don't like the way they look at you and it makes you feel a little uneasy and it makes you upset perhaps. We've all got mad at something mundane. But one man in Oregon just got so upset that a parade forced him to go on a bit of a detour that he decided to fucking bulldoze through the blockade and then drive through the parade, nearly hitting people, including children, and will now likely spend the rest of his life behind bars, rightfully so. This is an individual with a severe case of schizoamniosis. He fucking lost his mind and filmed himself doing it the entire time, by the way, all because of a slight detour for a parade. Now, there was one intellectual in chat last night that for some reason his comment was so stupid that it's sticking with me and just marinating in my brain about this story. He said, "Why is he getting punished? No one got hurt." Brother, let me sit you down in the stupid chair real quick. You can't bulldoze
individual
and keep in mind, I haven't shown you the video yet, but I will in a second. There is a scene, like, straight out of an old 90s action film where he, like, ramps his car up on 2 fucking wheels in order to squeeze through the blockade more efficiently and blast through the parade. You can't do that because you're endangering all the lives around you. I can't believe that that even needs explaining in any capacity at all. It blows my mind that I even need to tell you why that's bad. Especially when we've already seen a couple times in the past someone using their vehicle as a weapon during parades where they hit and kill people. Even if his goal wasn't the attempted murder of people at the parade, he almost hit people, and this easily could have ended up in a situation where he did hit, harm, or even kill people from this reckless action. So just because he narrowly avoided a fatal catastrophe doesn't mean that he shouldn't be punished. He is not fit to be in society. And not only that, I'm gonna go ahead and give away a big spoiler, he's also a fucking pedophile. He has a rap sheet that extends for like most of his life, and a lot of the crimes involve sex crimes with minors, apparently. I'll just go ahead and play you the news segment here that we went over on stream. You see the video of the guy driving through the Portland parade? Oh, that was so fucking weird, yeah. He didn't hit anyone, but it was so weird. I didn't see the whole video, but I saw like the first bit.
Dashcam footage obtained by NBC affiliate KGW, submitted by prosecutors.
Brave showing it. No, he doesn't hit anyone. I don't exactly, they said road rage, but I don't exactly know what it was in particular, but for some reason he just drives to the parade and then just drives fucking through it. It's crazy. It was unhinged.
Frustrated, stuck in traffic due to road closures clearing the way for Portland's Grand Floral Parade. His anger boiling over.
They got it all blocked off. The Lloyd Center exit, the Convention Center exit.
Wait, so this was all over the road being blocked off for a parade?
Individual.
Holy shit.
Individual.
I don't think I've ever been that mad over anything in my life. Jesus, he's got that bitch up on 2 wheels. God damn. Like I said, he doesn't hit anyone, but look at this shit. That's terrifying. This is his camera
Individual.
POV. Well, yeah, obviously, it's his camera POV. They didn't put like a drone on his hood or anything. For some reason, he records his own cabin, even though I can't imagine this is an isolated incident with this kind of blow up. Yeah, this is the guy. He caught himself in 4K.
Charged with 38 counts, including attempted assault and reckless endangerment. He has pleaded not guilty. Residents in
not guilty, huh? Are we sure? I've been framed.
Court documents show Metcham is from Portland and has been in and out of prison and juvenile detention since he was 15 on sex abuse convictions against minors.
Oh.
No trial date.
So he's a pedophile too. Good lord. What the fuck?
For these latest charges. Valerie.
All right, Aaron, thank you.
Well then. Thanks for watching. What a situation. All that because they blocked off the road for a fucking parade. They should just, well, I mean, I don't think he's leaving jail again. 38 counts.
Individual.
Shocker. You can't do this. You can't just drive through a parade like that. So I don't think he's going to be leaving jail anytime soon.
Son.
He was probably late to the Chris Hansen meetup.
I'm gonna hold
I really wonder
your
what
balls
he
when I
was in such
say
a rush
this.
for. I am curious.
But you're...
Man heard the elementary schools...
You're not making it out alive. I'm sorry to say.
I have no idea what he'd be
but
so
you're gonna
angry about
fucking
for
die.
having like a slight detour. You would think someone would be careful driving when they have a suspended license. Well, not only that, you'd think he'd be
like
even
individual.
more cautious having a suspended license and also being a fucking pedophile. Like, the last thing you'd want is for people to know about you. This man just put himself out there in the biggest way possible. The Macy's going back to jail parade. Good one. Suspended license, no insurance, and he's self-recording. The self-recording might actually just be a court order, though, to make sure there's no children in his car. Like, I can't imagine this guy would be...
I hate you, individual.
This had to be, like, the government stepping in saying, listen, you can have access to a motor vehicle, but we have to know who's inside your cabin at all times. The gall to plead not guilty, though, when he records himself doing it is incredible. I understand that that's probably just like the standard legal strategy, but man, that is very silly. Keep in mind, this is all alleged, of course, yes. He allegedly drove through the parade while recording himself screaming and running through this entire celebration, and then parking his car. It could have been anyone. We don't know yet. It was all AI. That's going to be a real legal defense strategy pretty soon. Your Honor, that's not my client. It's a deep fake. My client can't even make this face. I want to show you a bit from his dash cam perspective here because it's diabolical. He goes over the traffic cones and now he starts speeding up. He's treating this like it's a game of Grand Theft Auto 5, so he pops it up here. He's got his action movie stunt going on. He goes through the bigger blockades and the bigger trucks, and then he gets around to the actual parade. And this is where things get really scary. This is that kind of shit that has you hold your breath when you see the footage, because he is going fast. This man is fucking zooming. He is cruising. He nearly loses control because he like hops over the grass there, it seems. And then it almost feels like right here he starts contemplating whether or not to hit people.
Yo!
He continues to drive through the parade for a lot longer, and there's also like a police officer
individual.
that tries to get him to stop. He refuses to, and eventually drives out of the parade and away. All of this over having to just be slightly inconvenienced because of a detour due to a parade. It's fucking crazy. There are absolute lunatics out there. It's frightening. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. Yep. Today, I just learned about one of the most bafflingly unhinged criminal cases I've ever read or watched. And it's honestly made me disappointed in all of you for not making me aware of this situation sooner. Shame on you in particular for hoarding this filth to yourself and not letting me into the lunch table to learn about it with you. I'm talking about the wild case of Nicholas Alaverdian, otherwise known as Nicholas Rossi, aka Arthur Knight. This man's got more names than a phone book. He goes by many different gamer tags, and his story in this whole situation is an unbelievable, true story of absolute lunacy. Dateline recently ran a piece on the Nicholas Alaverdian situation, trying to untangle all of the wild web of mysteries that have been woven here. Nicholas is a degenerate worm of a person, but he's also a goofball goober who came up with the dumbest...